Trinity Rodman's contract comes up at the end of this season, presumably after the playoffs.
So presumably she'll be signed by Chelsea soon.
Well, so I think the NWSL are scrambling a little bit because they are worried that more and more players are going to be looking to move to Europe, mainly because Emma Hayes, I think, has been telling them.
She's infecting them, yeah.
I wonder if that's going to become a little bit of a conspiracy theory, but I think it's probably it's the twofold of a manager who is more encouraging of that. Not saying do it, but if you look at the history of most US women's national team coaches, they don't have experience of coaching in Europe, so they can't speak to the level of it is and how much it can help your career, whereas Emma can, obviously. But also is someone that they can ask for advice.
Exactly. And also she does have the contacts here, which they haven't had in their manager before. So it's not exactly that she's like pressuring them or telling them all to come to Europe. It's just that it has made it so much easier for them to do so, and to actually like for it to be less of an abstract idea for them.
And now that there's more players as well, now you have Naomi Girma, you have Alyssa Thompson,
Kat Macario.
Ooh, what unites all those players? Where are they? And you have players in the league, or like you have Katie Stengel in the NWSL who's played Esme Morgan. There are players who've gone both ways. But I think the NWSL overlords are worried that more and more players are going to move.
Yeah.
And so they are having what is effectively like crisis talks with Trinity Rodman's team to try and get her to stay. And but I thought the most interesting thing was, part of her team's point is that the wages she can be offered because of the salary cap in the NWSL, the wages she can be offered in Europe are so much higher. So I wonder if that salary cap, which has been like the process of all these, the collective bargaining agreements, the players' union over there, which I think is such a strong point for the league, which I think have raised the floor for a lot of players as well. But that at least 3 WSL clubs have been in contact with Trinity Rodman's team.
Wow.
To gauge her availability and her interest.
Wow, that's so interesting. I mean, I do remember seeing or listening to Tobin Heath and Kristen Press talking about the collective bargaining agreement and the salary cap and sort of talking about that as a reason why so many NWSL players are now looking to leave the NWSL.
Yeah.
But you're right. I think it definitely does need to be looked at because it's a very real threat, especially like you say now that they have Emma sort of at the centre of their national team programme.
Obviously, as UK-based fans of the WSL, it's fun for us to see those players come over, but you never want it to be just like a constant one-way exodus.
No, exactly. And also, especially with the NWSL, they've announced another expansion team this week in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
So they really can't afford to be hemorrhaging all their good players because they're really making a bid to make their league bigger and more high profile. So it's not going to look good for them if all their star players continue the exodus.